anime. I'm such a loud person, so I feel like this is too much.
You guys are the inaugural crowd. Right on. Well, welcome to our show.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to see me in autographs. For those that I saw you or those that I'll see you tomorrow. Super fun. We're doing a Catherine panel tomorrow. I guess I should do this at the end.
That's okay. You can do it now.
Spiel.
Whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever. Well, let's talk about whatever. What do you want to talk about, Joe?
What have you been up to?
You know, I ate breakfast this morning.
Good choice.
I had coffee. I don't know. I'm just joking. Like the stupidest thing to talk about.
That's hey, people want to know. What'd you have for breakfast?
An omelet. I was just joking. Like, what's the most mundane thing that's not related to anime that I could say right now?
Yeah. I had an omelet. It was
That's
Denver.
definitely what you all want to hear about.
Yeah. It was a Denver omelet, no onions.
What is a Denver omelet?
It's like ham. It's basically like ham and cheese.
Does every state have an omelet?
No.
Why does Denver get an omelet and Pennsylvania does not get an omelet? That's what I want.
Nothing important happened in Pennsylvania. I'm kidding. And California style is like everything with avocado, right? California style avocado. That's kind of the norm.
Big time.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that
Except-
would be the California omelet.
Except in New Jersey, avocado or California style is lettuce and tomato.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was in Jersey getting a sandwich, and they're like, "You want California style?" I was like, "No, I can't eat avocado." They're like, "No, lettuce and tomato." Like, oh.
Well, I
that's
learned
nice.
something new here tonight.
There you go.
I think we all did.
Yeah, there you go. Useless trivia for all y'all. So,
So useless.
yeah, but that's some of the best trivia to know, right? Party trick trivia, right? So
Okay.
cool.
On to more interesting things.
Well,
Slightly.
We've got some people that would like to ask questions. Remember, this panel's for you guys. So if you have questions about anything about what she's up to, what you want to know, please step up and ask questions.
Yeah.
We've got Kevin over there kind of making sure people are in line. So by all means, miss, you're up first.
Hi there.
Hi.
I was just gonna ask, what was it like playing a character, well, Rin, in like a full-fledged game that was kind of already made? Like, what was it like for you?
Oh my gosh. Voicing Rin was so emotionally gratifying because she actually has a character arc. Sometimes you don't get like a really nice character arc in a show or a video game. So she actually grows and like people or characters in the game affect her and she changes. And it's really beautiful. So it was just like, it was very gratifying for my heart.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Brianna.
Hi.
So my question is, what is your favorite alternative costume from Fire Emblem Heroes?
Bridal Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I got her, and before I get her, I try to say money, 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 and then she appeared.
That makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Do you have any funny or interesting stories to share that happened to you in your career?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny. I was signing something today from Durarara, and so it made me think of this funny story. So it's funny you said that. So all of the first loops from Durarara for Akane were telling Shizuo to die. She's like, die. And then the next loop would be like, why won't you die? And then her next loop would be, just die. And so our audio engineer did something really funny. And when you record anime, you do the beep system. So it's 2 beeps, and then on the imaginary third beep, that's when you start talking. So I was about to record my next loop, and instead of hearing the 3 beeps, I heard, die, die, die. I was like dead. It's like pretty funny.
They did that to you on purpose?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so awesome. He's like the best.
Thank you.
Hi, mine is sort of similar to what the other guy asked, but out of all your characters in Fire Emblem Heroes, what is one seasonal alt that's not in the game yet that you would like to see?
Ooh. Oh, Charlotte Halloween. That would be so sick, and you all know it.
Thanks.
Hi. Can you give us some memory of when you were recording in the studio Cup of Tea?
Sure. I think it's Camilla in Fire Emblem Warriors. We were doing conversations, so I had to go as Sakura and do all these like side convos with all the characters. And when I did one with Camilla, she's like very touchy-feely, like, come here, you innocent little creature. And Sakura was just like, I'm terrified of you. and it was just like hilarious. And every line I do, Wendy and everybody would just be cracking up. It was really fun.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, told you
Hi.
I'd see you. Anyway, I just want to ask you, how was it playing the role of Philo?
Oh my gosh, Philo's so fun because she's so sassy, and she's a kid, so she just can get away with being sassy, and everybody's like, "You're still adorable."
It makes you feel young again, doesn't it?
Yes, it's just so much fun. Usually I play I feel like I play really dramatic characters a lot. So getting to play somebody really comedic and ridiculous like that is just such a breath of fresh air.
Right. Thank you.
Of course.
Hello again.
Hi.
So you played Roxy in Pokemon Unmaskers, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, what is your favorite Pokemon and why?
Okay, so nobody kill me, but I don't play Pokemon.
Aww.
That's it. My image of you is
Don't
totally
kick me
blown.
out. I want to be here. I did watch Pokemon growing up though, but I don't remember it, and I'll just say Pikachu.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm a little bit curious. You've worked in the voice acting industry for a couple of years now, but it's only around like last year and especially this year is when you started to making convention appearances. So I guess my question is, what's it like come to conventions and basically meeting all your fans and such?
It is so fun. You guys make the weekend for me. I grew up watching anime. I've always played video games. I'm just like you guys. I'm just a gamer and I freaking love anime. So I just get to geek out about all these amazing dream things that I get to do. So it's just amazing.
Oh yeah. Okay, so how does it feel to know that Est is quite a popular character in Fire Emblem Heroes?
It's really fun. I feel like, Charlotte gets a lot of love, Sakura gets all the love, and Ninian gets love. But I feel like Est is kind of like the underdog that I've voiced. Like, not many people talk about her. So when I do get Est love and I do see that she's popular, I'm like, yeah, because I feel like she's the Fire Emblem character that's most like me. So it makes me happy.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so my question is, so in Catherine Fullbody, what is it like to voice a character like Rin? And also, do you know how to play the piano?
I used to play piano when I was like in middle school. I don't play anymore. Voicing Rin and working on that game was such an incredibly fulfilling experience. As I mentioned before, it's just such like a kooky, weird concept, but it's such real emotions with real stakes. So it was just like this really magical experience.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to ask, getting into voice acting is a very emotional journey.
Absolutely.
Has a lot of ups and downs.
Yes.
Has a lot of getting turned down, having a lot of learning the hard way, learning the
Big
right way,
time.
and having to relearn things entirely. A lot of vocal training. I wanted to ask, especially for new voice actors, if you could go back and talk to yourself at your first audition before you went through that door, what would you say?
It's funny you say that. If I could go back and talk to myself, I don't think, well, okay, I'm lying. I was going to say I wouldn't say anything, but that's not true. Because the thing is, the reason why I wouldn't say anything, what I was going to say is, it can't replace you actually taking the actions and going through the experiences and what you're going to learn from that experience. Me telling you, this is what you should do, does not replace you actually going into the world and having those experiences and what it's going to teach you. You actually have to go through those experiences because that's what your journey in life is for.
Yeah, it can't be summarized in words. It has to be done. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So the shift I was doing was be more fearless, because I held back and I didn't pursue anime voice acting for years because everybody told me it's a small niche group of actors, it's a closed off group of actors, and you can't do it. And I listened to them. And it's really sad. I let them affect me. And then one day I grew a pair. Basically, you know, I saw a casting director with a workshop, and my love of anime overrode them telling me I couldn't do it. But it took years to do that. So I think be fearless and don't be afraid to fail, because failing has this weird negative connotation. Doesn't mean anything. Everything's just a learning experience. So it's all a gift. Every experience is a gift. Failing is not bad.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
It's a simple question. What's your favorite anime?
This is very hard to answer because I love too many, but the one that always comes to my mind when people ask me is Claymore.
Awesome. All right,
Claymore
thank you.
is sick. If anybody has not seen Claymore, it is sick.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Hi.
Hi.
First, I just want to say I am also an Est fan, and I used to big a lot on my Fire Emblem Heroes team. So actually, you already talked about costumes you'd want to do for Charlotte. Is there any particular costume you think would be fun to do for Est?
Ooh. I feel like if Est had an alternate costume that was like super knightly, you know? Or maybe like Game of Thronesy, that could be super cool. She would totally rock that.
Yeah.
Hi.
So my question is, if you could voice any anime character in any anime that you haven't provided a voice for, what would it be?
Does it have to exist right now, or can it be non-existent?
It can either exist right now or something that hasn't been adapted
Sure.
yet.
Can it be an imaginary dream project that doesn't exist? You're like, I'll allow it, maybe. Depends on what you say. For me, like, I would just love to be the main girl in a Miyazaki film. I love Miyazaki. I think we all just like freaking love Miyazaki. So to voice like the main character in a Miyazaki film, I would literally, you guys are all quote me right now, I would retire. I'd be like, that's it, I'm good. And I'm done. I'm good.
Thank you.
Of course.
What kind of Miyazaki film?
Well, my favorite Miyazaki film is Spirited Away. Have you seen all of them?
I've seen most of them.
So I love Spirited Away. I love Howl's Moving Castle with all of its, not perfectness. That's okay. I still adore it. It still gives me the feels. I love Castle in the Sky and Princess Mononoke. Hi.
So, who would you say is your favorite voice actor or voice actress?
Oh my gosh. Hard questions. I don't know. Everybody's so good. You know what I mean? Like, when I think about like all the people, when I'm watching an anime I'm in or playing a video game that I'm in and I hear everybody, all I can think is like, everybody's such a freaking good actor. It's like unreal. I feel like acting is like singing. A lot of people are really naturally good at it. It's just like you get in your brain and you get in your own way, but I don't know. I just feel like everybody's such a good actor. I'm impressed by everybody. I can't name one person.
Thank you.
Now, if you could name one person that you could work with.
Oh, okay, so that's kind of like a fun topic. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in anime and video games, we don't all record together in one room.
Right.
That's usually a prelay thing or original animation. So what I would love to do more than anything is for anime and video games, be able to record in the same room and work off of each other. I mean, it would just be unreal. It would just be amazing.
But who?
Everybody. I don't know. Don't make me pick. How about, can I say, yeah, he did a video game, so I can say it. Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. All right. Yeah, because he just did Death Stranding. And yeah.
He counts. He was in a video game.
Hey again.
Hi.
So another question I'm asking, well, let me see. Are there any other voice actors that inspire you to become a voice actor?
I wouldn't say like when you're a kid and you watch cartoons or anime, you don't like look for the voice actors' names. You're just in the experience and it's just this magical experience for you. So before I knew about voice actors' names, I always just watched things and I don't know. No name sticks out in my head. I just remember performances and playing games and watching shows and just loving the experience, you know?
Maybe Michelle Ruh, for example?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Hi again.
Hello.
I know my boyfriend's I forgot the Fire Emblem character again that starts with C that you play.
Which one?
No, not Kafrina. Charlotte, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a Sakura girl, so I like Sakura.
Most people are.
Yeah. What's your favorite outfit of Sakura?
Favorite attribute?
Yeah, like the outfit for the heroes.
Oh, outfit. Sorry.
Yeah.
The echo in here is mad, you guys. I like her warrior's outfit, I think.
Oh.
It's a tough choice because I love all of them. Or maybe the Halloween Nekomata one. That was super cute.
My favorite's the hot spring one.
Oh, that is a cute one. I totally forgot about that one.
Thanks.
Of course.
Hello.
Hi.
So you said you play video games.
Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite video game?
There's so many good ones.
I know it's like picking children's, but
I'm like a big survival junkie. Like, it's like just inject it into my veins. So, like, I adore the Resident Evil series, Dying Light.
proud of you.
Dying Light's so good. Dead Island, Left 4 Dead. I don't like zombies, what?
Or if it has the word dead in the title.
Yeah, that's probably a good indicator that I'm going to enjoy it.
So then you're excited for Resident Evil 3 remake.
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me?
Good. I'm proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, hello.
Hi.
I don't know if this has been asked before, but what steps did you take to become like a voice actor and that helped you reach your goal?
Sure. Well, I started out like in a really weird way. I had no idea that I was going to become a voice actor, so I was on an on-camera actor site and I just saw a voice casting. So I applied for it because I was like, oh, voice acting, that'd be fun. And I booked it, and then I was like, oh, voice acting, cool. So I went on to like online, like different casting sites, and I just started booking, and then I was like, oh, well, casting directors need to know me to know that I exist in order to hire me. So then I did casting director workshops, and then all of a sudden it just like unraveled, and I think my big break was when I did the casting director workshop with Mami Okada at Bang Zoom, because that's when I started doing anime and like all the video games and stuff. So yeah, like casting director workshops, online websites. I'm trying to think if there's any like other main step. I feel like that was pretty much it.
Thank you.
Of course.
So one of my favorite roles you did was Rem from Rave Zero. So what's it like to play as Rem from that series?
What is it like? What was it like playing Rem?
Yes, from Rave Zero.
It was emotionally overwhelming and life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. I don't even have words. Like I'm like just like. It was just unreal. She's such a special character to everybody. So there's so much pressure for me to voice her to that level. She has so many crazy emotional parts, and as an actor, it's my job to go there emotionally, to be truthful and honest in my portrayal of her. And there were so many crazy parts. I mean, like, I don't know. It was an emotional roller coaster beyond words.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, so many people have different reasons to play video games. Some to escape reality, some to socialize, some to express themselves. Have you ever thought about why you play video games?
I mean, after what we already discussed, I think it's very obvious that I want to kill zombies. But I just love shooting things. I love first-person shooters. I love killing zombies. But I love, even more than guns, I love knives. I'm always the sharp weapons expert. I love it.
Really noted. Thank you.
Of course.
Hi again.
Hi.
If there's one Japanese voice actor or actress that you'd love to meet, who would it be?
I feel like I have to say, I think it's Inori, Rem's voice actress. I hope I'm saying her name right. But yeah, Rem, of course. The
Thank
OG
you.
Rem.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you ever like taken a role that affected you like really heavily in a way you hadn't expected when you agreed to take the role?
Oh my God, absolutely. I would definitely say Rem, and I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Man, Elaine in season 2 of Seven Deadly Sins when she was Dark Elaine, that was super intense emotionally. Nothing else is coming to the top of my mind, but I will say all of my characters seem to have like this torturous past, or a lot of them do. There's like a through line. So like Flamey and Donna and Ease 8. So there's always like these elements where something really traumatic happened. So there's always like intense emotional moments and everything, I feel like.
Thank you.
Of course. These are great questions, you guys. This is so much fun. Keep them coming.
Come on up. So, killing zombies.
Yeah, my favorite pastime. I love ballet dancing, coloring, and killing zombies.
Brain stomping. Something undead.
So I know that you. Whoa, sorry.
That was my response. I was like, okay, I need to back this
So
up.
I know that you probably get asked a lot, like, how do I become a voice actor? But I have a slightly different question.
Sure.
How do I become an audio technician?
I'm not sure. I think it's kind of like voice acting is in that you have to kind of have relationships with people. People need to know you exist in order to hire you. So I don't know. I would try to like work on like indie projects to start building a name for yourself. And then if you're really good at what you do, then say you want to be referred for more projects, and then they refer you, and then more people learn about you existing. And it kind of like steamrolls, like it just grows exponentially on its own.
Thank
through
you.
referrals. Yeah.
Okay. Hello again.
Hi.
So, since, I've done stage plays and everything, I've been given weird directions by my director. What is the weirdest direction you've been given by your director for a voice scene?
Oh my God, I'm going to have to go there. Less me. I'll give you guys a minute. Yeah. It was really, really funny. I was like, I was like, we can't work anymore for the next 5 minutes. You know that, right? Like, I'm just going to stand here laughing. It was so funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
was pretty funny.
That is amazing and yet terrifying.
It was
But
hilarious.
it's
We were
great.
we were all dying.
Awesome. Well done. Well done.
Less.
What were you going to ask me about zombies? Do you remember?
Why zombies? I mean, what was the attraction to kill zombies? I mean, that's kind of an underlying psychological.
I don't know. Something about zombies and like the zombie apocalypse really terrifies me. I don't know why. I mean, I think demons are really scary. Witches depends on the movie. What other monsters? Ghosts, I don't ever get scared of. There's something about zombies. I think what it is like once zombie, even if they're slow zombies, because of the mass amount of populace, there's no way any of us are living through that. Like, we're dead. Like, that's it. There's no surviving. I had the Max Brooks book
Oh
that
my
told
God,
you
the
to
Zombie
like
Survival Guide?
Yeah.
Such a good book.
Zombie Survival Guide.
If you haven't read
and
that,
it was
read
like,
it.
yeah, it's so good. And it was like, destroy the stairs. It was like, it doesn't work. You don't have a food supply. You know what I mean? There's no way anybody's getting out of that.
If you're prepared enough, I mean, but then you
The
got to
Walk-
be kind of a weird
The
psycho.
Walking Dead is our best means of like replicating, okay, this is how you survive, but it's really not looking good. So I think that's just what, it's so terrifying because it's ravenous, it's like a disease, and there's just no escape. So it's terrifying. There's like this, like, I don't know, it's scary.
So then just kill them all is the solution.
Well, are you talking about like Day of the Dead where you hold one captive and you like teach him to read and everything?
That's a good one.
It's a good movie. All the Romero
Yes,
classics
all the
are
Romero
the best.
stuff. Oh, yeah.
My God.
Okay, no regrets. So to follow up on what the last person asked, so which character did that director give that direction for?
I don't remember. I was trying to remember where I heard it. It's so imprinted strongly in my brain because it was so funny, but I can't place what project or what director it was. I can't remember.
Well, worth a shot. Thank you.
I'm guessing it was a female character.
Shocker.
Yeah, right?
I was
So-
going against type. Usually I, go for like the 60 to 80-year-old men.
Oh.
So I was going against type. It was
Yeah.
my first female character I voiced ever.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Usually out there just kill the zombie, shoot it in the head.
Yeah, that's exactly what I usually book.
So, what made you? What did you do before you were a voice actor, and what made you want to become one?
So I was like super creative as a kid, and I was like acting and like designing and like singing and doing all these crazy things. But then when I had to decide on college, I was like, well, what do I need a degree in? So I was like, okay, I'll pick fashion. Just haphazardly, like, I'll just go for fashion. So I got my BA in fashion design, and I actually really liked it. So I was like, oh, okay, fashion. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I got to LA and I tried it, and I literally cried in my car first day. And I was like, that's it? Nope. That is a strong hell no, pardon my French. And then I was in LA in my apartment every day, no idea what I was doing, and like having a mental quarter-life crisis breakdown. What do I do? What am I supposed to do with my life? And I was like on freaking Craigslist, and I saw acting jobs, and I was like, acting? Is that a thing? And I booked them, and then I saw the voiceover thing, and I was like, voiceover, is that a thing? And then I booked it, and I was like, acting. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So crazy.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I was gonna ask you if you liked Harry Potter and if you were a fan and if you knew which house you were in or which one was just your favorite house.
I wasn't a fan at the very beginning, like before the hype, but once the movies were out and everything, I was watching them, and they're obviously stunning and just immaculate storytelling. And did you say which is my favorite movie?
No, which house were you in? Or if you
Oh,
know.
I did the online test and it said Ravenclaw, but I was like, really? Because I think I'm a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Okay. Thank you.
So, coming off you talking about a difficult project, what was the hardest role you've ever played?
I don't want to say Rem again. I feel like I have to say Rem. Rem was so challenging for technical reasons, for emotional reasons. I don't know. Oh, I've got one better. Akira in Astral Chain. Because I always play very soft-spoken, timid, shy girls. And Akira was my very first. Claire in God Eater 3 was a bridge to this. She was strong. But Akira in Astral Chain, the director wanted full-on male-level strength. No differentiating between the male and the female. So I had to put on my big boy pants and like literally be male cop. It was absolutely the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm a very feminine, girly girl, and it was hard.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
Well, since you said you like killing zombies, I was wondering, what is your favorite horror movie?
There's so many good ones. One of my very favorites is Return of the Living Dead because it's so funny. It's like equal parts campy and equal parts terrifying because those zombies are fast. They are there's no way you're living.
Oh yeah.
I will also say I have to say Oliver Romero's films, especially Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead. I also adore Zach's remake of Dawn of the Dead. And I think this counts. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. If any of you guys are into like culty, weird, oops that don't exist, out of print movies that don't exist anymore, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things is freaky. Super freaky.
Well, thank you for your answer.
Of course.
I
Hi.
just wanted to know like what the weirdest line that you've ever had to read was.
Oh, I feel like there's so many, so I can't like think of them all. But one really good one is Marietta in Labyrinth of Refrain, because she has a sexual innuendo for her big boobs as potatoes, and she's like low-key trying to like seduce Madame Dronia the entire game. So she's like cooking potatoes, and she's like, I bet you like potatoes, don't you? And it's just so funny. It's like ridiculous.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Hello.
Hi.
So, in addition to knowing my first question, I wanted to ask, becoming more experienced as a voice actor, are there any websites or softwares that you have picked up that have opened the spectrum for voice acting and has kind of acted as a bit of a skeleton key?
Yeah, so I'm gonna recommend Kira Buckland has a really great website that she helped start. I think it's called Voice Acting Club, and there are castings on there, there's information, and it's like a really great way to connect with like indie producers and get started to work on like indie games, indie projects. It's a very good resource.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For Catherine Full Body, did you have to audition, or did Atlas just like email you?
So I did audition for that one. Because at the beginning it was non-union, they weren't going to be able to get Troy or Laura back, or Michelle, but I am SAG core, so I can legally do both. So I actually auditioned for Catherine with a C and for Rin. But Rin, I was like, that's totally in my pocket, that's what I usually book. And when I got the email back, they were just like, you booked it. And then I emailed back, I was like, can I find out which character I booked? And she told me Rin, and I was actually sad at first because I was like, oh, it would have been so cool to be cast as Catherine with a C. And now, obviously, if I had been cast as Catherine with a C, I would have been replaced by Laura. So it's actually really good that I booked Rin.
Thank you.
Cool.
The casting process for video games and anime is so weird and crazy, and every game, every anime is so different, and it's such a whirlwind experience. I'm sure you guys get an idea of that, but yeah, it's a really interesting job.
I mean, I was checking out your IMDb, and I mean, it's endless.
I'm working on it being endless.
Oh no, that's good. The more work, the better, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that is definitely an impressive resume, and being able to
you.
play the same characters here and there because of game sequels and things like
That's
that.
the best. Oh my gosh.
I mean, is it always a guarantee that they bring you back, or do you have to actually?
That's a really great question. So for Isekai Quartet, Funimation was going to be producing that. And so us in Los Angeles who did the ReZero characters, we were like, are they going to literally replace us? And we were like, no, they cannot replace Subaru, Emilia, Rom, and Rem. There's no way. But there's a real chance that Funimation could do that. Absolutely. So I think there were people in LA, I don't remember who, but they were actors, and they were in contact with Funimation and like bridging the communication gap for us and saying, hey, these actors in LA that play these characters want to reprise their roles. You're gonna contact them, right? And there was some pressure on the studio to get the original voice actors. And we were saying, like, if they don't get us, like, you guys will riot. Like, we knew you guys had our backs. We knew it. So when we got the email and they were like, okay, we're gonna have you in for Isekai, I was like, oh, thank God.
So you didn't have to audition for your own part back?
No.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, of course. You guys literally I was so exhausted and like freezing and like tired in there, and I was like, just this, and I just feel so rejuvenated. You guys literally give me life. I can't thank you so much for all your support. It really just means the universe to me. Getting a little emotional.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so for Saturday, tomorrow, I have 11:30 to 1 VIP autographs, and then we have our Catherine panel, which is gonna be so much fun. There's so much to talk about, that casting and recording process. Really, really fun panel. That'll be 2 to 2:45 p.m. And then last autograph session for the day is 4 to 5:30. On Instagram, it's my full name, Brianna Knickerbocker, and on Twitter, it's @Brianna, my middle name, Noelle K.
There you go. So she's still here to answer questions and sign autographs tomorrow, and you'll be here Sunday too, right?
Yeah.
All right. So she's here for the rest of the weekend. So if you guys have any questions or anything, go get an autograph, say hi, ask more questions. So thank you all for coming. Give a big round of applause to Brianna, everybody. Thank you so much.